But this 6 to 7:30 was really perfect for me. My time is 4:30. Yeah, I'll be dressed and
yeah. Could you please? Actually, I have to just catch it up by 4:30, so that it will be good for me. Also, it's early morning. There won't be any disturbances or something like that. And I too hope so that there won't be any disturbances from your side.
Oh, one more question.
Yeah. Yes.
6 to 7:30. I'm talking about my time.
Right.
That means that is PM for you, right?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you are right.
Yeah. 6
You are right. Yeah. I am sorry.
4:30 PM is not good for you.
Yeah. Right. Right. 4:30. 6 PM. What? Sorry. What about the 7 PM to you?
7 PM is your time?
My time is say 5:30. Oh, sorry. Then 5:30, 6 o'clock is coming up here. 6 o'clock power fail is here.
Oh, power failure.
Yeah. That is 4:30 AM to 6 AM of my time is, but it will come evening for you. But early morning of your 4:30, my 7 PM, which 4:30 means it will. That is also a bit contradictory. That's what actually I had a bit of doubt with.
My time up to 7 AM. My time is good for me, but it has to be convenient to you, right?
Yeah, 7 AM is my basically that is 4:30 PM for me.
Yeah, that is
4:30 PM is almost I'm in the office at the time.
Yeah, and office.
Yeah.
Give me a window, then.
Sure, sir. Sure, it's not at all a problem. Let's. I somewhere, but the thing is, just out. I don't know. Maybe timings or somehow there is a curiosity. So that okay, Danny was saying so that something. Okay, about you too, and I too had some discussion with you. Okay, if there is an opportunity for me, yes, I'm there, but I'm not sure so that whether my timings I will support you or not. But whatever the classes that is there, let's will take it up. First of all, I'm not very sure about the timings matching or something like that. But if it is any possibility, yes, I'm the first person who will take up the session with the
Raj sir.
Then what about at least for tomorrow? What is?
Raj sir.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes, Danny.
Sorry to interrupt you. What is your convenient time?
Please. Give your input, Danny. Could you please just some input?
Yeah, I think your available time was 9 to 10 because if you're working in a US shift, working in a UK zone, then 9 o'clock.
I'm working for the Europe timings.
Right. So 9 a.m. Let's talk in Indian Standard Time. Okay. So
okay. Let's talk about IST. Okay.
Right. 9 a.m. IST, 9 to 10:30. Are you free?
9 to 10:30.
Yeah. 9 to 10:30 a.m. a.m. Yes.
9 to 10:30 a.m. Yeah. 9 to 10:30 a.m. Just I'll just check up and then come back. The problem here is Danny. 9 to 10:30 a.m. is current. My project is okay, no issue because I'm working for the Europe timings. This time suits to me. Okay. The moment I'll go to the other project, I'm not sure so that whether my timings are not yet been decided yet. That is what the bit.
How long do you have time for the other project? How much time do you have?
This time I hope one more next week. Anyhow, I'm in the current slot of Europe timings only. But next to next week, I'm not sure, Danny.
Okay. So for 1 week, we can go on what time? What time can you log on for the next 1 week?
For the next 1 week, 9 to 10:30 is okay for me.
9 to 10:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay. That is good for me.
9 to 10:30 a.m. for the next 1 week is okay for you, ready, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do it like this because even he is not sure about his timing. For the next 1 week, we will go for 9 to 10:30. And the next week we will decide because then he will also know the timing.
I'm sorry, Danny. That is what I want to put a word right now because
yes.
You told about Mr. Chandra, so I don't want Mr. Chandra to get inconvenience because of my timing.
No.
So if it is not possible, yeah, I can say very well. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can. My timings is not able to catch it up. So
ready, sir? Are you comfortable with it? Because next week he might have to change the timing a little bit. Would that be okay with you? Is what he wants to ask.
I'm okay.
Okay, sir. So Chandra sir, Raj sir, Chandra sir,
Yeah.
I know Chandra sir for pretty long now, so I think he should be fine with it. And he is also a kind of person who would put in extra effort from his end also. So I don't think it should be a problem. So for the next 1 week, you continue with the same timing, and then after that, we will again decide on a time convenient for you and convenient for him also. I'm sure in the 24 hours, we can always find 1 hour convenient.
Yeah. Steve, one more question.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow, what time is better?
Tomorrow we can have the same time. What do you say, Raj sir?
Yeah. Same timing is okay. 9 p.m. of IST.
So-
Exactly the same time which we connected today.
So can we do one thing, sir? For the entire week, can we have the same time?
Sorry, I didn't get you, Danny. So could
For-
you please repeat?
For the complete week, for this complete 1 week, okay,
Yeah.
from till next Saturday, can we have the same time, 9 p.m.? Oh no, not if possible, because then he will be going to work.
Yeah.
Okay, Monday, what time do you want to have, sir? Raj sir,
Monday is basically 9 to 10:30 a.m. Danny.
No, that is decided, Steve. 9 to 10:30.
Yes.
What I'm talking about today is Saturday evening, right? So tomorrow,
Right.
I'm talking about Sunday.
same time, sir. So Saturday, Sunday, we will have in the morning hours of US. Otherwise, we
Okay.
will have in the evening hours of US.
No, what I'm saying, next week onwards, I'll be busy up to noon
Right.
on weekend, on weekends. On Saturday up to noon and Sunday up to 10.
Okay. Sir, we can always decide any time you guys decide on and let me know. I will be more than happy to be there and arrange the class. Should not be a problem.
So tomorrow same time.
Tomorrow same time, and then from
Okay.
Monday it will be evening for you, sir. And for Raj sir, it will be morning.
That is correct. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right, Danny.
Right, sir. Thank you very
Yeah,
much. You can
thank
go ahead now.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Chandra sir, just I'm taking it up for the session now. Is that okay?
Yeah.
During the last session, just we had run through the different slides available in the material master. That is basically what is meant by material master. We run through the different parameters in the material master. Basically, what are the different material types? What is meant by industry sector? What are the different organization elements? These are all the things last week just we had a look into. Is that right?
Yeah.
And what are the different parameters that material type will control, and material types, industry sector, we discussed it a bit length. Now we have to see in the configuration what exactly this material type is controlling, how the front end parameters are affecting. We'll first create one or two materials and then change and then do. After that, I would like to take you to the configuration, how the configuration part is adjusting into the front or controlling the front end part.
Okay.
So these are all the different parameters that we have been looked into the last week, right?
Oh, yeah.
This extending of the material master that we discussed is that MM02 is not the case. It is MM01 and we'll extend the view which is applicable for that particular. That of course we'll see.
Yeah.
Selection, deletion, flag, of course, just we'll look into. Just come to the quickly to the front end and then we'll go to the configuration. How exactly the front end and configuration both are things we can. This is the, of course, the front easy access screen where we can create the material master with the transaction MM01. Just to go back. Quickly, just I'll create, it won't take much of time. Just creation of the material master. I'm creating a material master. I'll take it as MAT PP1. And industry sector, I'm taking it as a mechanical engineering. And material type, I'm taking it as a raw material.
A question for you.
Yes.
Last week we covered like procurement type, internal, it can be internal or external, right?
Yes, right.
So like I'm doing something, on what basis it determines whether it is internal or external?
Yeah, just hold on for a minute. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Just hold on for a minute,
Yeah.
Chandra. I'm taking it to that their result.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, for the raw materials is the basic definition of raw material means that is I'm getting it in general. raw material in the sense I am buying it from other source and I am processing it. The moment I start the processing, then it will become a semi-finished product. The moment I complete my production, that will become a finished product. Will you agree with this one?
Yeah.
What we are talking about is what is meant by raw material. Raw material is nothing but a material which I am buying it from outside. Generally, in general, it's not the case that every time I have to buy all the raw material from outside. It's not the case. General definition of the raw material is buying from outside. Will you agree with this one?
Yeah.
The moment I say the buying from outside, the procurement is nothing but your external procurement, which is equal to standard code of F, which indicates the external procurement. Will you agree with this one?
Yeah.
The moment I started processing this raw material, then it will become semi-finished product, right?
Yeah.
I started value addition or I am doing something on this. The moment I start my processes on the raw material, then it will become semi-finished product, right?
Yeah.
The semi-finished product in the sense in general that I am processing inside, right?
Yeah.
So I am processing inside means the procurement here is basically internal procurement, or I am producing this material or procuring this material internally, right?
Yeah.
The moment I say internal procurement, the standard procurement type in the case of the SAP is E. Just don't get it confused. E is for internal procurement, F is for external procurement as per the standard SAP is concerned.
Yeah.
This is internal.
Yeah.
Will you agree with this one, Chandra?
Yeah.
The moment I completed all my processes, then that will become a finished product. Will you agree with this one?
Yeah.
The finished product in the sense, of course, how I am getting this finished product by the internal procurement. That is by my production or by my production activities or by my production facilities, I am getting this once again, right?
Yeah.
So I am procuring it internally. Will you agree with this one?
Yeah.
So again, the procurement type for a finished product is internal, right?
Yeah.
And there is one more procurement that is called as a both procurement. What is meant by this both procurement is, it is not the case of that if I am producing it internally, I cannot buy it from outside. There are cases where even though I am producing it internally, but if my internal capacity will not fulfill my customer requirements, or if my customer demand exceeds my internal capacity, there may be a chance I can buy it from external sources, right?
Yeah.
That is nothing but your procurement type called as both procurement, right?
Yeah.
Procurement which is having both procurement. This both procurement type is having the procurement code of X. X is for both, E is for internal, F is for external. Is this clear to you, Chandra?
Yeah. That means if once it is clear that we cannot produce internally for that quantity, then for the remaining quantity will go outside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, this very first point is it clear to you? The external, regarding to the external procurement, that is basically raw materials are externally procured.
Yeah, very clear.
Yeah, coming to the semi-finished and finished product, I have two options. Either it can be internal or it can be both also.
Yeah.
Internal is if I'm not buying it or my internal production is sufficient for me, then I'll go for internal procurement, or I can go for external procurement. Where will you set this one in the configuration is whether the system to take as an internal or external. How the system decides is based upon the material type. Here, the moment I say it is a raw material, generally I'll take it as an external procurement. How it is taking it is, just give me a minute.
Yeah.
I'm going for logistic general. I'm going for material master. I'm going for basic settings, material type. Define attributes to the material type. And in this, for each material type, there are specified attributes has been defined in the configuration. For this raw material, what is the attributes or what is the configuration settings is the external procurement, internal procurement. These settings I have been defined here in this Chandra. Able to follow me?
Yeah.
Here we are talking about the material type called as raw material. This is my raw material. And for this raw material, what is the external purchase orders? Whether the external purchase orders are allowed or not allowed, or no external purchase orders, that it is decided by this configuration.
In material type.
In the material type.
Yeah.
The moment I base it upon this configuration in the front end, just hold on for a minute, please. I'm proceeding in the same direction. Is this okay, Mr. Chandra?
Yeah.
Hope we are. I addressed your that external procurement, internal procurement, how it is deciding.
Now I'm clear. Yeah.
Yeah. Just hold on for a minute so that it will be more clear for us so that how this configuration setting and how this front end settings are getting applied. I'm going for a creation of the material. Of course, this knows, but just I'm coming in the series of steps as such. It is not something great. Okay, I selected the basic data 1, basic data 2, purchasing order text, MRP 1, 2, 3, 4, and accounting 1, accounting 2, costing 1, costing 2. I'll make it as a default values rather than selecting each and every time. And organization levels, I'll go for 1000 plant and 005. The one important point here is because it is a raw material, so generally the purchasing view is the mandatory for the raw material, but whether to select or not to select or from where it will come, once again it depends upon the or otherwise can I just give me a minute.
Okay.
The moment I selected I selected the raw material, whether the purchasing view has to come or not to come, that will be decided once again by the configuration only. The moment I deselected say this purchasing, this is for the material type ROH. What are the screens that has to come is decided by this particular setting in the configuration.
Yeah.
For example, let us take one example and see the effect of this one. So, for example, as of now, the moment I selected the raw material, purchasing view is appearing, right?
Yeah.
Suppose, for example, I deactivated the purchasing in the configuration, then saving it. Saved the changes. Let us see. Now, once again, I am going for creation of the material master. Are you able to see the purchasing view here?
No.
Because we deactivated the purchasing view in the configuration here, right?
Oh, okay. Material type.
Able to follow me?
Yeah.
Chandra, you remember this material type controls the 4 parameters during the theory session. I explained this part. Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Just hold on for a minute. The point theory part behind this one is equal to. Our material type is controlling, these are the 4 parameters, which departments are able to maintain the material data or which screens or which views has to come for this particular material type is defined in the configuration for that particular material type, right?
Yeah.
In the context of this data, we are coming here and we are saying that whether this for the raw material ROH, whether the purchasing view has to come or should not appear, that is defined in the configuration here.
In material type, yeah. Yeah.
For the material type, these are the attributes specified for this particular material type. Is it clear to you now, Chandra? No?
Very clear.
So now, in order to once again make sure I am activating once again the as of now, because I deactivated this, so I am unable to see the purchasing view here in the creation of the material master here. Appearing is different and selecting is different, Chandra.
Yeah.
Even though it appears, I still have a chance whether to select or not to select that particular view. But if it is not appearing, there is no chance for me to select, right?
That is correct.
I hope I made it clear to you this point.
Yeah, very clear.
Now, I'm once again, as per the general, in general, raw materials, for the raw materials, basically which are the materials which is buying from outside, I need the purchasing view. So, it is the standard SAP says the purchasing view should be there, right?
Yeah.
So, I once again activated the purchasing view. The moment I activated this purchasing view here in the configuration, then once again you have the chance to select that particular view. I am going for once again MM01. Press and select the, sorry, select the view. Is there purchasing view appearing, Chandra?
Yeah.
Is it clear to you now?
Yeah.
the same logic holds good for any of the views that is appearing for this particular material type. Suppose the same logic holds good for MRP, same logic holds good for accounting, same logic holds good for classification. Which are all the views that are highlighted or selected here only appears here during the front end.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm proceeding once again in the same direction, right?
Yeah.
So
Question here. Can you go back to the material type?
Yes.
So this item category group can also be added in the material type, or it has to be only in the
item category of BOM or item category of the SD one?
Here you see here second one. This is for SD, I think. Second column from top.
Second column.
Adjacent to ROH. This side. Right side, you see. Explain that one.
This item category is basically for the SD. Those SD parameters, they will take it up the what is the norm, what is the TAN or those item categories.
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yeah, for PP purpose, we don't need to define.
Yes,
these,
right. In the PP perspective, for us, our concern is which are the views and what are the procurement type and what is the class, whether the standard pricing is there or not. In the PP perspective, generally we won't touch it to the item group at the material master level.
Okay, got it.
Did I make it clear to you now?
Yeah. Then with the quantity structure, what do you think about that one?
Basically, with quantity structure, see, in the costing, you see this, if I go to here, can I go ahead?
Yeah.
I'm going ahead with the settings which we have been selected. That is basically I selected the basic data 1, basic data 2, purchasing, purchase order text, MRP 1, 2, 3, 4, and of course MRP 1, 2, 3 are very essential for planning purposes, and this is the backbone for our PP perspective. I'm going ahead with this. You asked me the accounting view. Can you give me 2 minutes so that I'll fill it up this data and I go to the with quantity structure?
Oh, yeah.
Just I took your question of quantity structure. Just give me a minute so that I'll fill it up in the series and then I'll come to that point.
Yeah.
I'm taking it as a raw material one, raw mat one. This is nothing great. Just you are very well aware of it. I'm taking the base unit of measurement. I'm giving it to the material group, and of course there is so much of additional information if you want to maintain the gross weight, if you want to maintain the net weight, all this information that you can maintain it at the material master level. But in general, in the addition data, if possible, try to maintain the text in German, so that sometimes a text missing errors or something like that, you won't face any text missing in it. And the other point is units of measurement, additional units of measurement, which we discussed during the theory part. Whenever your base unit of measurement, ordering unit, and selling unit, or those parameters are different, that you will maintain in the purchase additional units of measurement. I'm going to the main data. And in the basic data too, not of much important as far as, of course, specific to the initial stages. Of course, there are certain parameters which may need after some time. Just wait for some time. In the purchasing, yes, purchasing group is essential. Of course, one of the purchasing groups that were configured in the configuration, that I'm taking it as one of the purchasing group. And purchasing value key, this purchasing value key in turn consists of the 5 parameters. That is basically the reminders and then over delivery and under delivery tolerances. Either you can have predefined purchasing value key, or you can define your own purchasing value key and assign it in the material master. As of now, you see these are all zeros. The moment I assign this purchasing value key, it changes the values of first reminder, second reminder, under delivery and over delivery tolerances. Able to follow me, Chandra?
Yeah.
And of course, this is a simple text, nothing great. This is the purchasing value text. Sorry, purchase order text. Better maintain in German also. I'm putting the same text. Go to the main data. Into the MRP one. In the MRP one, I suggest, of course, it is not necessary to remember each and everything. Chandra, the more you have the control on the MRP views, then you will have a better control on the PP perspective. This MRP will consist of 4 parameters, 4 subtabs basically. That is the general data, MRP procedures, lot sizing data, and MRP areas. This, the moment we are keep on reminding and then discussing on the same tabs, then you will get more and more familiarized with this data. Of course, if the time permits, if you have some time, just take it up. MRP1 consists of the 4 views. That the 4 views are basically the general data, MRP procedures, lot sizing data, and MRP areas. And the MRP2 consists of 3 tabs. Okay, let us come to this MRP1. This is the general data. In the general data, base unit of measure which it has been captured from the same basic data one information. Purchasing group also it has been captured from purchasing information. Material group, and this is also captured from the earlier information which we have been maintained in the basic data. This ABC indicator. Any idea of the ABC indicator, Chandra?
This is for analysis, right?
Right. That's basically ABC classification. Basically A class, B class, C class analysis purpose. Generally A class material is nothing but A, high value and low consumption. B class material is nothing but your medium value and high consumption. And C class is nothing but your low value. And A class, B class, and then C class. This is A class is as far as the value is concerned, high value, and B class is nothing but medium value.
I cannot hear.
This is the value term. In terms of the value, A class is a high value and low consumption, whereas B class is a medium value, high or medium, and this is high consumption. This is the general parameter people will follow for ABC classification. This value, in terms of the value, that depends upon the organization to organization. Chandra, are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep. Able to follow me?
Yeah.
What we are talking about is the ABC classification. What is the criteria for ABC classification is one is the value and the other is the consumption. But I am saying it is a high value. High value means what is meant by high value? It depends upon the organization to organization. Generally, people will sort based upon the some percentages of 10% or 20% of the materials will consume the 80% value, 80% of the materials will consume 20% of the some criteria based upon the organization structure. They will take it as which is meant by high value, which is meant by low value.
Yeah.
So once they decided, okay, up to more than 1 lakh is equal to high value, or more than 50,000 is equal to medium value, or more than 10,000 or less than 10,000 is low value, something like that. If they fix it up, so once based upon the value and the consumption, that particular material is defined as A class or B class or C class. Of course, this ABC classification, once again, we are going to use it in the MRP procedures. It will have some sort of a significance afterward. Just for the time being, what is meant by this is ABC classification, how generally the industries, based upon what criteria the people will classify it as A class, B class, C classes. This is the criteria. Based upon the value and the consumption, in general, A class materials are high value materials and low consumed material. B class values are medium value and high consumption. C are medium consumption. C class are low value and high consumption. Is this clear, Chandra?
Yeah.
So based upon this, okay, we need, if at all if it is essential, we can fill it up, but it is not a mandatory data. And the plant specific material status. Suppose if the material is under the development stage or something like that, if you want to block for production, if you want to block for purchasing, something if you want to make it as a restrictions, yes, you can do that with the help of this plant specific material status. Of course, valid from which date onwards this material, if you want to make the validity at a specific period, yes, you can make it as a validity from so and so date. Coming to the material, this is about the general data. And coming to the second tab, that is the
question here.
Yes.
So
yes,
valid, we have valid from, do we have any valid to? No, right?
Generally, valid to is, it is system end date only, in general.
Okay, got it.
If you want to specifically make it as from this date onwards, this material should be effective, means you can make it as.
Okay.
Of course, if ECM and all other stuff comes into picture, then there is other documents and other that we can make it up. In general, just valid from date. If you want to make it, yes, you can take it as a valid from date.
Okay.
Is it clear to you, Chandra, now?
Yeah.
Coming to the second tab, that is MRP procedures. In the MRP procedures, there are different MRP types are there. Of course, it needs a lot of explanation. For the time being, I am taking it as MRP type as PD. Why we have to take PD? What are the different parameters in MRP type that I need some more time? This I will come up after some time, Chandra.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
For the time being, I know such that I didn't explain much on this MRP type, just because I am going through the bit of material master creation, material master changes, material master configuration. I will come to once again step by step. It's not an issue.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if I will talk about the MRP type, once again we will be there in the MRP type. I cannot proceed it for the material master plan.
That is correct.
Just I am explaining the outlines of importance and significance of each field, but I am not going into the details of that particular field because it needs a lot of explanation.
Yeah.
One is the MRP type and the MRP controller. Of course, MRP controller is not very great significant. It is basically whenever you want reporting purposes, if you want to take the reports against the MRP controller, it's basically a person who is responsible for MRP activities. This MRP controllers will define in the configuration with a specific person with a specific code. Yes, I'm taking one of the codes available, that is 001 and so MRP controller. If you want to have our own MRP controller, yes, it is very well can be maintained. That is the new entries, and then of course we'll go to the configuration. I will explain furthermore. Reorder point, it is having a significance whenever we are going for basically MRP type consumption based planning. There is one reorder point planning. In that reorder point planning, what is your reorder level and all that, it needs explanation. And I'm not, I took it up the two fields. One is MRP type, another is MRP controller. I need bit more time to explain what is meant by planning timeframes, what is meant by planning cycle. All the things, it will come into picture. Just wait for some time, please. Is that okay, Chandra?
Yeah.
Coming to the third tab, that is lot size. Yes, here also lot sizing procedure. There are three different lot sizing procedures are there in SAP, and those lot sizing procedures, out of those lot sizing procedures, I am taking one of the lot sizing procedures as lot per lot quantity, which is equal to EX. EX, what is meant by EX? What is meant by FX? What is the meaning of this? Yes, definitely I didn't put it up to you at this point of time. Need some more time. Please don't mistake me. Everything I'm saying need some more time. Please some more time.
No, it comes through. Like when we reach there, we will cover. Yeah.
Yes, right. That's what I mean to say. Yeah, that's right, Chandra. Basically, just at front end, the first end information is there are three different lot sizing procedures. That is the static lot sizing procedures and periodic lot sizing procedures and optimum lot sizing procedures. Static is basically based upon the quantity. Periodic is basically based upon the period, and optimum is based upon the cost. And currently, just I'm filling it to the field called as EX, which is the lot per lot quantity. The meaning of this lot per lot quantity, whatever is the order quantity required, that much of quantity only I will procure it. Is that okay, Chandra?
Yeah.
Of course, there is one more fourth tab I just skipped. The moment I entered into, I gone to the MRP 2. There is one more fourth tab is there. That is nothing. Okay, I'll come to that one. Not an issue. See, you are talking about, you are asking me about this F of it is picking, right, Chandra?
Yeah.
This F is basically just now we saw that procurement, external purchase orders, only external purchase orders. This will have a significance on this F part.
Yeah.
Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
And of course, the special procurement and other, if at all essential, then we'll take it up. Otherwise, it's not necessary at this point of the time. And the other mandatory parameters are the scheduling margin key. Generally, for the PPP, in the scheduling margin key also there are four parameters, different parameters. That is opening period, float, after production float, before production, and release period. Basically, just give me a minute.
Yeah, I went through the old documentation. I was struggling this floating period.
floating before production.
This is like schedule margin key.
Scheduling margin key. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
No, I will wait when time comes. You can teach me, but I'm not.
No issue, absolutely no issue. The scheduling margin key in turn consists of the four parameters. One is float before production, float after production, opening period, and release period. What exactly these are? These are the cushions that are being given during the scheduling. Float before production is nothing but the cushion given before start of the production.
So like how many hours you need in between, before, kind of, right?
Yeah, it is not the hours, Chandra. It is in days as such.
Days. Okay. Yeah. Days.
It is all in days. If you see this float, if I'll go to the scheduling margin key, see, These are all maintained in days, Chandra. Because these are used basically for basic days. So it is not the accurate floats that we are maintaining it. This is in days, which will give some cushion for the basic days basically.
Yeah.
This is the float. There are 4 parameters that what we are discussing: float before production, and float after production, and there is a opening period, and there is a release period. All these parameters, all these 4 parameters are maintained in our scheduling margin key. This scheduling margin key is what we are assigning it here. Of course, we are assigning it the material master, but we define this scheduling margin key in the scheduling at the configuration level. Is that okay?
Yeah.
In the scheduling, of course, from where it is picking it up, this data is, it is maintained in the configuration. That is why we are able to assign it in the front end, in the material master.
Yeah.
If I want to have my own scheduling margin key, yes, I can define my own scheduling margin key and assign it to the material master, whichever is the material that you are planning. Is that okay, Chandra?
Yeah.
And just a brief note of it, of course, generally why we will do the flow is, there are bright chances such that even though we have been planned accurately, but there are some chances my planning dates may not match it, or some sort of a delays may occur. In order to avoid that delays, we are preempting, or we are giving some sort of a cushion before production and after production. That is why it is called as a float before production, and this is the float after production. And opening periods is, I need some time to open the orders or something like it in the system for the MRP controllers. Yes, I can take it up. After creation of the order, even for releasing purpose, I want to check it up somewhere, or I want to see it, or at a glance up at all those things. Then I need some time to release those. Yes, I can take it up, that release. So that is why float before production, float after production, opening period, release period, all are maintained in days, and they are assigned to the scheduling margin, are defined in the scheduling margin key. That scheduling margin key I am assigning it to the material master. Is that clear, Chandrana?
Yeah.
And the plant delivery time, it's nothing very simple. It's how much time it takes for me to get delivered the material from my because this is the raw material from my vendor premises.
Oh, between vendor to the manufacturing unit. Okay,
yes.
okay.
Yes.
So I'm thinking about SD perspective.
It's basically from the vendor how much time it will take for me to reach it to the planned delivery time.
Okay.
This MRP, in the MRP one, there is a 4th tab that is called as MRP areas. It needs some more explanation what exactly this MRP areas, how to define MRP areas. What is the significance of this MRP area? I need some more time, Chandra.
Yeah.
Coming to the MRP2, as I told, in MRP3 there are three tabs available. In the MRP1 there are 4 tabs. We discussed about the 4 tabs. That is basically the general data, MRP procedures, and then lot sizing procedures, and then MRP areas. In the MRP2, I have 3 tabs. Basically, it will talk about the procurement, it will talk about the scheduling, it will talk about the net requirement calculation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let us look into this. There are 3 tabs. One is the procurement, one is the scheduling, other is the net requirement calculation. Right? Yeah. So what about this? What is meant by procurement is, as we just, you asked me the question, how the system will decide whether it is a external procurement, internal procurement, or the procurement both, and all those things are based upon the material type, whether it is internally or externally or both, that will be decided based upon the configuration. In general, we follow this particular pattern, that is raw materials are externally procured, semi-finished product and finished product are having the option of selecting internal production or both procurement. Is that clear to you, Chandra?
Yeah.
Coming to the second tab, the scheduling, a scheduling margin to be decided and the plant delivery time is set. Of course, this net requirement calculation, but there are basically the system will look for net requirement. There are 2 types of requirement calculation. One is the gross requirement calculation, the other is the net requirement calculation. What is meant by this net requirement calculation is, before calculating the requirement, system whether to consider, of course, this is not the first hand information is whether to consider my stock or not is the net requirement calculation. If I will go for net requirement calculation, system will consider my existing stock and it will plan. For example, just a bit more explanation. Suppose there is a requirement of 100 pieces. For this requirement, I have a 50 pieces in stock. My net requirement is equal to only 50. Will you agree with this one, Chandra?
Yeah.
There is a requirement of 100 pieces. For this requirement, there is a stock of 50 pieces available. Stock of 50 pieces is available. So I need, what is my net requirement? Net requirement is I have a stock of 50 pieces, whether it can be procured or it can be produced, right?
Yeah.
If I I will go for the gross requirement for the same thing, if I will go for the gross requirement calculation, then system will say, even though you have a stock of 50, but gross requirement will never ever consider your 50. It will say the gross requirement is equal to 100 because it won't consider the existing stock. This is the difference between the net requirement and the gross requirement. Is it clear to you, Chandra, now?
Second one more time.
Yeah. In the case of the gross requirement, in the case of the gross, don't consider the stock, existing stock. That is the meaning of stock. Gross
Okay. Now got
the
it.
moment
Yeah.
I say net requirement, you please look into the stock, take the consideration of the stock and calculate it. Suppose, for example, I say this stock is equal to 25 pieces, then my net requirement is equal to 75 pieces. Will you agree with this one?
Yeah.
Because system is taking into consideration of the existing stock, and so I need a requirement of 100. Out of the 100, I can deliver 25 pieces from my stock. So let me procure or produce only 75 pieces.
Yeah.
Right? Able
Yeah.
to follow, Chandra?
That's correct.
So that is, of course, there are some other safety stock, safety buffer that is. Wait for some time, please. Coming to the MRP3, in MRP3 also I have the 4 tabs once again. This MRP3 will talk about the planning. MRP3 consists, what are the different tabs available in the MRP3 are basically forecast planning, forecast, and the other is the planning strategy. In the case of the forecast, whenever we need the forecast, whether the monthly forecast or yearly forecast or those forecast requirement, of course people not much use of the forecast or something like that. And the remaining tabs are planning. This is very, very significant in the case of the semi-finished product and the finished product. For the raw materials, generally strategy group may not have that much of a significance. What is meant by strategy group altogether is how my independent requirements, how my customer, for any particular material, there are 2 types of requirements. One is independent requirement, the other is the customer requirement, right?
Yeah.
Independent requirements is nothing but based upon your forecast. Last year we produced this, okay, last year we sold this, or last year we sold this. So based upon that history, generally people will forecast, okay, this year we may expect this much of production, right?
Yeah.
That is nothing but your independent. Based upon the forecast, you will calculate your independent requirement. That means either the sales people or some basically head of the sales or head of the marketing, generally they will decide, okay, this year we are expecting this much of a forecast, so our independent requirement is equal to say 10,000 pieces or 10 lakh pieces, whatever it is.
Yeah.
This is one type of a requirement. The other requirement is this, of course, this independent requirement do not have any specific sales orders for this, right? It is only the forecast based upon the last history. We are presuming or we are planning, yes, we are expecting this year to get this much of orders or this much of a production, right?
Yeah.
The other point is the customer requirements. This is purely based upon the customer orders. So your independent requirements are there, your customer requirements are there. One thing is you are without any orders, you are planning your production. The other thing is you are getting the order and you are executing these orders also, right?
Yeah.
These 2 requirements has to be planned in such a way that there should not be, ultimately we have to reach our organization goals in order to meet your independent requirements.
Yeah.
This combination of this combination or managing of this independent requirements and the customer requirements is nothing but your strategy.
Plan strategy. Okay.
Yeah, there are so many strategies are there. Out of that 20, 30, 40, something like that. Of course, rather than the number significance, it is having a significance how my requirements are going to be triggered or something like that. That is more important, Chandra.
Yeah.
There are make to stock, make to order. Of course, once I'll create a semi-finished product, give me some time so that once I'll go to the semi-finished product, I'll take it a bit more. Because for the raw material, I don't think that the strategy is very significant part. Is that okay, Chandra?
Yeah.
So once we'll create a semi-finished product or finished product, we'll go to that one. Just give me a minute for a minute. Coming to the availability check. What is this meant by availability check? This is basically whenever I create an order, suppose there is an example. I got an order for a particular material from the customer. Okay. I received the order for 100 numbers of a finished product. Okay, you received the order for 100 numbers of finished product. Do I have the raw materials for this 100 numbers to produce it? Whether available in the system or not, that has to be checked with the help of this availability check. But this is only the checking group, Chandra. This is not the okay. Suppose if I send this daily requirement, will this be enough, or how this 01 is going to have a significance? This is not enough as such. This is only the checking group. There is a logic behind this. Once this checking group, checking rule, there are so many other stuff are need to be discussed. Then only you can visualize how the system is calculating the availability check. Is that okay, Chandra?
Yeah.
Here, what I am assigning this 01 is only the checking group. This is one parameter in the availability check. Based upon this, how the system will calculate my requirements, or whether the particular raw materials are available in the system or not will be decided by this checking group, checking rules, scope of check, and all. There are some other parameters are also there. Wait for some more time, please. Is that okay, Chandra?
Yeah.
So I am assigning it only the checking group here. So, and the fourth parameter is nothing but your plant specific configuration, whether the configurable materials or something like that. If you want to define it, you will go for plant configurable plant specific configuration. These are the four tabs available in the MRP2. That is the forecasting requirement, planning requirement, availability check, and plant specific configuration. Coming to the MRP4, once again I will have the four tabs. The four tabs are bomb explosion, discontinued parts, deputy manufacturing, storage location MRP. In the MRP4, I have four more tabs. The four tabs are bomb explosion and discontinued parts, repetitive manufacturing. This MRP4 is much more significant in the case of repetitive manufacturing, REM. If a material is producing with REM, then all the details of REM are maintained in the MRP4. MRP4 is much more significant for the REM perspective. Chandra. REM is basically I am producing repeatedly the same material irrespective of the customer requirements. My finished product will not have any changes, or I am producing continuously, or for a bulk quantities of the same product, then I will go for repetitive manufacturing. We need a bit more details on this, just at the first hand information.
Yeah.
So in the MRP4, there are four views are there. One is bomb explosion, how my bomb has to be exploded, how my individual collective requirements. Of course, for raw material, there is no question of the bomb, so I won't set anything. And how my individual or collective requirements has to be taken care. I'll take it up for the, what is meant by this individual and collective requirement is, suppose there are two orders, say Chandra. One order one needs say 10 pieces. Suppose for the order 1, I need 10 pieces. And for the order 2, I need say 20 pieces or 15 pieces, say. For the order 2, I need 15 pieces. If I will go for collective requirements, both the order requirements, that is order 1 requirements and order 2 requirements are clubbed together, and there is system will make a clubbed cumulative requirement of 25 pieces. Is this clear to you?
Yeah.
If I will go for collective requirement. Suppose the same thing if I will go for individual requirement, then the system will create specific requirements of 15 pieces as a separate order and then 10 pieces as a separate order. Is this clear, Chandra?
Yeah.
That is nothing but your individual requirement. Sorry, this is your collective requirement, this is your individual requirement, right?
Yeah.
Coming to the discontinued parts, the
normally in real life, which one they select, individual requirement or collective?
Collective requirements people will prefer, Chandra.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Rather than selecting individually, and because the same material, either it can be requirement, it can be specific to this order or that order. Basically, I need this much of requirement, I have to be procured.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Coming to the discontinued parts, whenever this material is going to be discontinued, then we'll set the discontinued indicator. It will be effective from which date onwards it will be discontinued, or what is the follow-up material for this particular material. That is
nothing but end date.
Right.
Okay.
Right, Chandra, you are right. Suppose I want to discontinue it or stop the consumption of this particular material, then you can activate this in the material master. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And for the repetitive manufacturing, once we will go to the REM, then we'll study more about this repetitive manufacturing. Currently, we are just taking it as a discrete scenario, so I'm not touching this repetitive as such. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I want to maintain, if anything, storage location level, then I'll go for the storage location MRP. So these are the four parameters that are available in the case of MRP4, that is bomb explosion. Second one is discontinuation. Third one is REM. Fourth one is the storage location MRP. Specific to the storage location, if you want to maintain, you can maintain. Is this clear to you, Chandra?
Yeah.
So all this MRP2 will talk about, basically MRP2 consists of 3. The MRP2 is basically the scheduling and procurement, all these things will be discussed in the case of MRP1 will talk about the planning, basically. Just remove it. why I'm saying this, just I need to have some idea for each of the MRP views, which MRP view, what is talking about, how many types of tasks are there.
Yeah.
This is talking about the planning part basically. Planning in the sense rather than MRP type or MRP. Basically, yeah, I can say it is MRP type, and these are the significance. Here, once again, because the planning is coming two places, that is why I didn't. Yeah, let's MRP1 talk about the four parameters, four subtabs. The subtabs are basically the general data, MRP procedures, large sizing data, and MRP areas. And MRP2 has three subtabs. Basically, one is scheduling, procurement and scheduling and net requirement calculation. MRP4 consists of the four tabs. That is basically forecasting, strategy group or planning, and the other thing is availability check, and the fourth thing is nothing but the plant specific configuration. MRP4 will have four subtabs, that is bomb explosion, discontinuation indicator, discontinued information, repetitive manufacturing information, and MRP storage location MRP details. Is this clear to you, Chandra?
Yeah, got it.
If the time permits, if you have some time, just have a look of it, and then okay, it's not, I'm not saying so that you have to by heart or something like that. The more you have the command on this, just okay, MRP, the moment I say MRP1, that all these four subtabs has to come into your mind. Okay, MRP1 will talk about this.
I'll go through them field by field.
Yeah, if the time permits, just have a look of it.
Yeah. No, I have to, not permit, because this is fundamental for.
Yeah, the more you will have a command on this, then I need not worry which field or something. Okay, over a period of time, you yourself will get much more familiarized even to procurement type, whether it is in MRP3, MRP4, I need not to search further. The moment I say it is a procurement type, immediately, okay, let us open MRP2, and this is the first tab, and this is the procurement, this is where we can check it. That's sort of you will have a clear-cut idea, and you will have a clear-cut control on the each and individual fields even to Chandra.
Yeah.
So we talked about MRP 1, 2, 3, 4. If that just as I told, tomorrow I'll just recollect once again depending upon the time permits. Okay. And okay, let's start proceeding in this. Yeah.
Tomorrow I have plenty of time. So it is up to you. I can spend any number of hours.
then I'll just first the MRP views how much I have been imparted to your mind. Then we'll go ahead with the no problem.
And today I'll spend at least 5-6 hours go through them again, the whole process.
Could you please just spend some time? Basically, why I'm again and again stressing that one is the moment I say MRP1, what are all the different views, and the moment I say MRP2 is because this is the backbone of planning as such.
Yeah.
And we should have a clear-cut idea on all the MRP1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, maybe plus minus 1 or 2 is not the case. In general, of course, I'm not sure so that when I was there in the manufacturing industry, I say 4 mm length. The people should not say whether the 4 mm is there on the length or not. The moment by just it will put the hand on the 4 mm length, it should be 4 mm length, right?
Yeah.
Like that. We should once we'll say it is MRP2, this particular field means I have to go to the MRP2 means I have to go to the MRP2 view. That's it. I need not say okay, go to MRP1. Oh no, it is not there. Go to MRP2. No, not there. It's not should not be there like that. Is that okay?
Yeah. Right. Quick question.
Yeah.
This PP combination, you know APO, right?
APO bit, Chandra. I don't know how much I can.
What APO has SNP, demand planning, and PPDS.
Right.
So mostly PPDS is purely PP oriented.
Right.
Demand planning also we need for PP, right?
Right.
Yeah, forecasting purpose.
Right.
Yeah,
That actually top level planning is basically the significance of APO comes into the picture whenever I am planning it as the cross plant planning, right, Chandra?
Yeah, yeah.
Cross plant planning is not, PP is more significant at the plant level or particular company code level basically at max.
Yeah.
The moment I started planning across the company codes, then APO comes into the picture, right?
That is correct. No
Because
restriction.
that is the limitation of the PP, because PP can at max focus it to the company code level, right?
That is correct.
So APO is, as you rightly told, DP, PPDS, SNP, and the other stuff will be more on the planning side basically.
Yeah.
And higher or the top level forecast, top level planning will be done by the APO, and based upon the APO results, once again it will be thrown to EPP for execution, of ECC for execution. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. That is correct.
Yeah, of course, I don't have much idea, Chandra. Maybe I know ABCD, this much only.
No, I know DP, demand planning.
Oh,
so
great,
yeah.
great. Really, I tried for learning DP, but in between because of something, I learned, but it is not learned.
Yeah, you cannot learn everything. Time consuming.
I am continuing, Chandra.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are at MRP 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we discussed about the different fields in MRP 1, 2, 3, 4. Next tab is.
I forgot to ask you one here. Can you go back?
Yeah.
Please?
Yeah. Sure.
This was like no follow-up material. When you discontinue the material.
Discontinued, where I can get it?
Yeah, I know where that view, but follow-up material means we are discontinuing this one, and next material. Do we need to mention?
Will be replaced by this material.
Oh, got it. Very clear.
Right. Follow-up material is basically it is as soon as I complete this. Basically, suppose I have a stock of, say for example, Chandra, I have a stock of 100 numbers as of now.
Yeah.
But I don't want to waste this 100 numbers as of now.
Yeah.
I want to consume this 100 numbers. After consumption of this 100 numbers, if there is a requirement of 20 pieces plus consume 100 numbers of this old material. Yeah. After that remaining 20, you please start using it from the fresh material, so material. Is that okay, Chandra?
Yeah.
That information, how I am passing it to the SAP is, I am passing it through like this.
Yeah.
Clear to you, Chandra?
Yeah, clear, very clear.
Coming to the next tab, plant storage data, not of very specific, just you can maintain some sort of information regarding to that. If you want to maintain any specific information at the storage location, of course, the shelf life and all in the case of the process manufacturing, people will shelf life or this storage period or something is to come into picture. Other discussion,
in process industries it is very important, yeah.
Right, Chandra, you are right, I agree. At this point of time, I am not searching anything in this, just whatever the information that has been copied, the basics information that I am just taking it up there, I am continuing for the next level. Accounting one, yes, this is valuation class. This valuation class is, of course, when the particular materials are going to be consumed, this valuation and accounting has to trigger it, right? This valuation class in turn will trigger it to the GL account, which GL account, this all the credit debit transactions has to take place are defined by this valuation class.
Yeah.
Of course, this is of more concern to the CO people, but if we have some idea on this, it will be great.
I always struggle with these accounts, accounting, linking.
I have small, very little bit, but of course I used to manage it. Not of much. Once I will complete our repetitive manufacturing, I hope I will give some idea to you so that you may get some confidence. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
This price control, there are two types of the price control. One is the standard price and the other is the moving average price.
That I am very clear. Yeah.
Okay, that's correct. So for the raw materials, generally we will go for moving average prices.
Yeah.
That means based upon the current market price, the system will calculate the moving. Maybe the prices are differing from day-to-day basis. Generally, for the raw materials, we don't have the control on the price. So whatever the market price is there, we have to buy it at that market price. My market price may not be same today for tomorrow or day after. So system will calculate the moving average price.
So like I have stock, existing stock like 100 value like $9 rupees. And next stock is 100, market value is 12 rupees.
You purchased the 100 pieces.
Yeah.
You purchased the 100 pieces at $9. Then total price is equal to you spend $900, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The next day you bought say once again 100 numbers, but at a different price of say
$10.
$11. Let us take it up.
Yeah.
And your total price that you spend is equal to $1,100, right?
Yeah.
So my total quantity is equal to 200, but the total amount that I spend is equal to 2,000. So my moving average price is equal to $10, right? That is nothing but your moving average. Total quantity that I have is equal to 200 pieces. Total money spent is equal to $2,000. So my moving average price for this particular material as of now in the system is equal to $20. Is that right, Chandra?
That's correct.
Yes, that's perfectly fine. So this is the concept of our moving average price, right?
Yeah.
Very clear. And let us take it as moving average price. I am taking it as say 20 as it is. Okay, some price I am giving it just to fill it up all the fields as it. Is that okay?
Question for you. When I mention moving average, I don't need to mention standard price.
Generally, yeah, not necessary.
Yeah.
Not necessary, Chandra. Because it is taking it up from the moving average price.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, this will vary based upon your incoming purchases, Chandra.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Because as of now, your moving average price is equal to $20, but the same $20 tomorrow you may get changed, right?
No, that changes, but once we select moving average, we don't need to maintain anything in standard price. Yeah. This always changes. This is dynamic. Moving our price is dynamic.
That is the significance of moving average price.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Accounting to not of much, and in the costing one, you told me what is meant by this quantity structure, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This quantity structure is nothing but for the given material, what is the BOM, what is the routing, what is the production version, how my costing has to be take place. With the quantity structure, I will calculate the pricing, Chandra.
Okay. Okay.
Suppose, for example, it is more significant in the case of finished product and semi-finished product. For this finished product, I might be having different lines, right?
Yeah.
With the quantity structure, whenever I am calculating with the quantity structure, if I use this particular line, what might be my cost?
Yeah.
So in that cases, I am calculating with the quantity structure. In the quantity structure, I define what is the BOM and what is the, just a bit more, because you asked me first. 1 second. Just hold on, Chandra.
Mm-hmm.
I'm selecting the PP, it is a standard cost estimate with the quantity structure. Here, you see this quantity structure control. Able to follow me, Chandra?
Yeah.
In this, what exactly it is defined is how my BOM has to be taken place, how I have to select, which BOM I have to select, which routing I have to select, what is the criteria for selecting the routing. These are defined in the quantity structure basically.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Able to follow me?
Yeah.
Of course, we'll come to this bit more details once we'll go to the configuration of REM and all, Chandra.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
That is, you asked me this question, I asked you just wait for some more time till the time I complete my material master, then I'll come back to you. That's what I told, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, just I had given free information, some sort of a outlook of this particular, or the outlines of this particular quantity structure. We didn't go on much more detail. I'll take it up after some time, please.
Yeah.
So we filled up all the fields. Of course, this standard. Any idea on this? How to update the material master with the cost estimate and all, Chandra?
No.
No problem. We'll take it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all the fields has been filled up. Now I'm saving this particular material master, which is the raw material that is created. So we created the material master, raw material with the raw ROH type, and the material code that I had given is PP1. Quickly, let me create one more raw material. Just I'll copy it. It won't take not more than a time. Chandra, is that okay?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm.
Why I'm building up parallelly my master data such that I want to go for BOM, I have to go for routing, I have to go for all these things. So I need to do raw materials. That is why I'm creating at this point of time.
Yeah.
So parallelly, it will be helpful for me while I am explaining the BOM and all. It will be helpful for me.
Yeah.
I'll copy it from Math PP1. Of course, you are aware of the copy function as such. So the moment I say copy it from this particular material, so it will copy all the data from the same material, and we can amend it wherever you want to amend it. Right, Chandra?
Yeah.
I'm taking all the same views. I'm not changing anything. Just to quickly to create one more material so that it will help for me in creating the BOM and other after some time.
Question here. We did not create any organization structure, right?
We didn't yet, Chandra. After this, I'll take it up.
No, what I'm saying, we are taking existing one that is 1,000, that is
Right, Chandra.
for Germany, right?
Yes, you are right.
Yeah.
What I suggest is better. I'll create an organization structure, entire organization structure as per the standard. This one.
Okay.
I suggest that we'll keep the practice in 1,000 itself, Chandra. Because why I was bit suggesting in this way is, yeah, we'll create the entire structure. Whichever the one, we'll take up one typical organization structure with the client, controlling area, company code, valuation area, different plans, different.
Okay.
We'll keep that structure as it is, but we won't use it for our practice purposes. Because why I am worried about this is, okay, I may be missing some, say, SD settings, or I may be missing some FICO settings. I may get, once again, unnecessary issues on that one. In that angle, and I prefer to go for 1,000 plant or 1,000 company code.
Okay.
You are getting my point. Is that clear to you, Chandra?
Yeah, very clear. Yeah.
Yeah, we will create a structure, but we'll keep that structure as a just for why we will create a structure is we are aware of how to create a client. We are aware of what is the significance of the client. We are aware of what is the significance of the company code and how to create and how to assign, how to create all these things. We will make it up. Is that okay?
Yeah.
After this material master or after such master data, I'll take it up organization structure exclusively for organization structure one session. So how to make up organization structure into the system in the SAP system.
So for practice purpose, once you send this slide, I can use this structure.
Sure, definitely.
Yeah.
Sure, definitely. I'll share this total entire PowerPoint.
Yeah.
I'm taking it up as a raw material too. I'm just changing the descriptions and all, not of much. Basically, and I'll change the price of this particular material to distinguish these are the two materials as well. Because the explanation follows the same thing. I'm not explaining once again the same views to Chandra.
Yeah.
Our MRP1, our MRP2, MRP3, MRP4, and then plant storage data, accounting 1, I'll change the price as instead of 20, I'll go with as 30, just to differentiate these two materials, nothing else. So we copied basically, what we took is we copied from this particular material, that is the function of copying function where I can copy the entire material data into some other material. I can amend the data whichever we want, right? Able to follow me, Chandra?
Yeah.
Just I'll do one more thing, small, just this one, Chandra, just to demonstrate you about the significance of our selection of the views and extending of the views.
Yeah.
Just one significant, so that it will be once forever you keep it in mind.
Yeah.
I'm selecting the views. Even though it is a raw material, intentionally I am avoiding the purchasing order, even I have the option to select it, but I didn't select it knowingly or unknowingly. Say. Go ahead. And I'm taking it as a raw material 3. Base unit, material group, additional data. And the rest is I'm directly going for MRP1. In this MRP1, I'll just select the mandatory data. MRP type PD, MRP controller 101, lot sizing EX, MRP type, procurement type, scheduling margin key, and plant delivery time, and MRP3, availability check, and MRP4, individual collective requirement, and not of much, plant storage data, and valuation class. Of course, we need to go for valuation class, and moving average prices, I'll take it up. Moving average price, and this price I'm taking it as say 35 or something like that. Presenter. I saved this material. Chandra, the notice point here, the point to be observed as stressed here is, I created this material called as SAP PP3 without our purchasing view, right? Able to follow?
Yeah.
Now the thing is, I was forgotten, or I was by, suppose I am the end user, I am coming such that I am not able to, I created the material or something like that, but I was not able to see my purchasing view for this particular raw material. What to do now?
Yeah.
That means first display the material, whatever we created. This is our material, and I want to select this. Okay, but for me, I am not able to select event, right?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever it is available, let us see what exactly this is available. This is what we created, and it is available here.
Yeah.
Now I am the end user. I am coming such that this is the purchasing. This is the raw material. I am missing this my purchasing data. I need to maintain this purchasing data, right?
Yeah.
Because this is the raw material.
Yeah.
Of course, definitely it needs to the purchasing organization. Purchasing data is essential for the purchasing. Data is essential for this particular material master, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What we thought is, can we try with MM02?
Yeah.
Just try with MM02. Am I able to select that particular purchasing view here?
No.
So the point here is, with MM02, whatever the views that you maintained, only system will allow you. Even I am selecting the entire views to say whichever are available. Let us see this. Is there any possibility still for me to select it to the purchasing view? Let us see. Still there is no purchasing view, right?
Okay. No.
So that is the point which I was stressing, is extending of the material master. When the theory part we discussed it, such that you remember, generally we will have.
Again, we have to go with MM01.
Yes, that's what the channel.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So generally we will have the tendency such that okay, MM02 will work out, but it will not.
Yeah, that's correct.
The criteria behind this, system will allow you to change the views which you already maintained. MM02 is not there is a difference between the change of the view, there is a difference between the extending of the view, right?
Yeah.
I don't have the view, that is why I am extending my view. I have the view, I am changing the view. Changing the view means I am adjusting some of the data available in that particular view, right?
Yeah.
Now, as a solution, we are going for MM01. Now, I am creating the same material. System will say already this material is existing. Do you want me to extend it? Yes, I want to extend it for this particular.
Yeah.
This is the information. Right,
Yeah.
Chandra?
Yeah.
Able to read it out?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, I know such that this material is available. Yes, still I want to go ahead with the extension. Yes, I can go ahead with this, and now I can maintain the purchasing information like purchasing value key or whatever you want, or there's some other information like source list or something I want to maintain it. I can maintain it here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now the system is allowing me to do some change or updating for that particular view which we were missed out, right? Right,
Yeah.
Chandra?
Yeah. Yeah.
That means we are extending the view here. We are not changing the view. We are extending the view with MM01 itself.
Yeah.
There. Once the view is maintained, yes, you have the liberty to change it again at any given point of time. Now you have the chance to select the purchasing view, right?
Yeah.
Is this clear to you, Chandra, now?
Yeah.
I can go to the purchasing view, or I can go to the purchase data text, whichever is the view that I want to do it, I can do the changes once again. Because unless until the view is maintained, you cannot go for changes as such.
Yeah.
Okay, coming to the, I need 2 more minutes in the material master front, that is equal to MM01. I want to create one quickly the finished product.
Finished product. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go for MMP4. This is my finished product. In the case of the finished product, we need to maintain the view called as work scheduling view. That is much mandatory. On that day we were discussing so that if scheduling view is not maintained, what is the effect of it and why the scheduling view is important, right? Of course, we need more information on that, Chandra.
Yeah.
So I am creating a material master called as SAP PP4 with a finished product, and I am selecting the views. What are the views that are essential for the finished product is basic data 1, basic data 2. Of course, I need to maintain the sales arg1, sales arg2, and the sales data. And the purchasing I don't need. And MRP 1, 2, 3, 4 work scheduling, yes, I need it. And accounting 1, accounting 2, costing 1, costing 2. Any idea, Chandra, how many views are there in the material master total?
18 or?
Yeah.
18, right?
27.
27 views. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Of course, some may be applicable, some may not be applicable. But in standard SAP, as far as views are concerned, total views are 27 views are there.
Oh, that is very important, interview point of view.
Of course, if it is an Indian person is taking all this, they will ask the field name table.
Yeah.
Indian people, they will stress it to the any extent whichever is possible. Don't mistake me, just it came to my mind.
No, that is realistic. Yeah, you're right.
I'm taking it as a base unit of measurement. I'm taking it as a material group. Of course, class rate and all if it is essential, will maintain all of this. Maintain it as well and not of much importance. Just additional data. The thing is, we have selected this bucket dealing view here. That is the significance point. The other point is I want to stress in the procurement type. Basic data will be maintained. Basic data to not of much is significant. Sales are given. Of course, just I'm maintaining the. I'm not so confident on this data. Just in order to maintain the data, just I'm maintaining the data. Some taxpayer, which are the mandatory taxes, or something like that, I'm maintaining. Don't have much control on this particular fields or something. Yeah. Output tax also just low tax. The mandatory fields only just I'm filling it up. The rest is, of course, the item. This is what you told me, asked me, right, Chandra? Item category.
Yeah.
Of course, this is purely maybe SD people are the better people so that we can give more information.
Yeah.
I don't have much knowledge.
No. My question was, do we need in PP? No, right? Yeah.
No, I don't think so, Chandra.
Okay.
We don't need. Generally, we want to. Of course, just we. Sometimes, the significance of can or norm, just if we are aware of it, that's more than enough. At any kind of, generally, we used to take the help of the SD people in that case.
Okay.
Because it is a team, so of course, we can, at any given stage, generally we can ask, okay, can you help me in the SD process?
Yeah.
This is transportation group and loading group, which are the mandatory parameters. And yeah, ours is once again MRP. This is our favorite. And go to MRP type and MRP controller, lot sizing, yes. And MRP areas we are not maintaining at this point of time. And MRP2, the moment it is finished product, the procurement type has been changed to X is
Internal.
X is nothing but your both procurement type, right?
Yeah. Both procurement.
Able to follow me?
Yeah, got it.
How it is getting is, it is defined for that particular material type. The procurement type is both internal procurement is also allowed, external procurement is also allowed, right?
That is correct.
That is why the system is able to pick it up, the X. And the in-house, of course, scheduling margins, same concept. The moment it is in-house production, generally for finish, X is there, we need to maintain some in-house production time or something like that.
Yeah.
And yes, strategy group, here I am taking it to the strategy group of make to stock scenario. What is this make to stock scenario? What is meant by make to order scenario? What are these number significances? I need some more time because we have to take it up the complete strategies in a detailed discussion.
Yeah.
Just I'm maintaining as it is the make to stock scenario. But what exactly this make to stock? What exactly this? Of course, rather than the numbers, it needs more of understanding of the requirements or something like that.
Yeah.
Generally, this is how to follow. The first parameter is nothing but your make to stock. These are the make to stock strategies, and these are the make to order. Most commonly used make to order strategies. This is make to stock strategies are 10, 30, 40, 70, and make to order is 20 and 50. In addition to that, of course, there are wide varieties of other strategies also there. But better to have some idea, total complete idea on this particular strategies of make to order 20 and 50, and make to stock of 10, 30, 40, 50, and 70. Of course, there is one big in between. Easy to remember is. Generally, I used to remember in this way, but it's not a mandatory or hard and fast one. Everyone has to remember or something like that.
Yeah.
This 10 plus 30 is equal to 40, 40 plus 30 is equal to 70, right?
Yeah.
And this 70 has to match it up with 20 plus 50 is equal to 70, right?
Oh yeah, very good. Yeah.
It's not mandatory, so that we have to remember in this. I generally, in order to avoid my confusion, generally, the moment I put in this way, then I am very clear which is a make to start, which is a make to order.
Yeah.
And how this is linking is taking place is simple. 10 plus 30 is equal to 40, 40 plus 30 is equal to 70. This total 70 has to match it to 20 plus.
So make to order is this is order based. Make to stock is like we don't with this is consumption based.
Right. Make to stock is in the make to stock. Each strategy behaves in a different way. Generally, make to stock is customer requirements are not much significant. I'll go ahead with my forecasting or my independent requirement.
That is correct. Make to order is like I got that. Yeah.
There are some strategies where 40 is having a bit of, even though it is a make to stock scenario, but it will have the response of make to incoming sales orders also it will respond it. Of course, I'll take it a bit more. It needs explanation.
Which ones are very like commonly used mostly?
This 40 is very commonly used. Of course, 10 is commonly used, and 11 is also common. There is one more. It comes into picture between 11. The difference between 10 and 11 is equal to 10 is nothing but net requirement calculation. 11 is nothing but your gross requirement calculation. You remember 10 net requirement is nothing but considering the stock into effect. 11 is nothing but don't consider the stock.
Don't consider stock. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm remembering in a very vague way. As such, I don't know whether it is.
Yeah.
Net, if you flip it to this, reverse it in a net. If I reverse it, what it will happen? It will become flip this net. If
Can.
Net is nothing but 10, right?
Yeah.
So always 10 will follow the net requirement calculation. So there is no confusion which is the gross requirement, which is the net requirement. The moment I say net, this is a 10, this is a 10 and net, right?
Yeah.
So generally people will get confused whether the 10 is the net requirement or 11 is the net requirement or gross or which is the confusion.
Yeah.
I remember in this vague way. I'm sorry, maybe I'm emphasizing.
No. These tricks are important. Otherwise, you cannot remember. Like when you are working with 2-3 modules. Yeah.
So it will never confuse me. So the moment I say 10, it is a net. Net is nothing but 10. 10 is nothing but net. That's it.
Yeah.
It will be remembered once forever, right?
Yeah.
Once I decided, okay, this is the 11, this is the 10, then I know such that even here also there is zero stock. That means don't consider the stock.
Yeah.
Though I see it as 0, yes sir, I will see it as stock. Zero stock is nothing but R. Don't consider the stock in the case of gross.
Yeah.
Of course, please, Chandra, it's not the mandatory or something like that. Just I follow some vague methodology to remember that.
No. These are very important, like tricks. Like for a person like me, I don't have too much time, right? Immediately after this class, I'm going to take like lead position in a PP.
Right. So
I'm applying for lead, right? I need to know all these things.
Yeah. At that time, you don't get confused either 10 or 20 or 40. But the moment I put in a piece of paper, yes, this is clear. Yeah, this is 20. This is 50. This is this.
Yeah.
Clear to you so that you need not refer anything. Just by yourself, you can judge it whether I'm following the sequence or not. 10, 30, 40. If I eliminate this, immediately it's very clear to you. 10 plus 30 is equal to 40. 40 plus 30 is equal to 70. So these are all make to stock. The moment. So this 20 is missing, I keep it in here. That 50 is missing, I keep it in here. By this 70 has to match it to 20 plus 70 is equal to 50. That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Here 20 is missing, right?
Yeah.
So the 20 I kept it here.
Yeah.
50 is missing, so I kept it here.
Yeah.
So these are the make to order and this is the make to stock. The moment it is make to stock, as you rightly told, it is that make to stock scenario mostly first priority for that make to stock scenarios is my independent requirement or my forecast.
Yeah.
For make to order, my priority is the customer requirement. Unless until there is an order, you don't produce it.
Yeah.
Or order based production basically.
Yeah.
Of course, give me some more time, Chandra. It needs a bit of explanation.
Yeah.
One of the key factors. I need a lot of explanation.
Yeah.
We are in the metal master. Let me go ahead with the metal master.
Yeah.
Is that okay for you?
Oh yeah.
Coming to our back to material master. So I'm taking it as a 10 as of now. So 10 is nothing but our net requirement calculation. I hope now you remember this 10 right?
Yeah.
10 net.
Net. Yeah.
If you flip that to 10, it will become net. If you flip that net, it will become 10, right?
Yeah, make to stock 10. Yeah.
And in this consumption mode, forward consumption period and all, I need some more time because it is not significant for the 10, but they are significant for other strategies. What is this? Just wait for some time.
Yeah.
Coming to MRP3, so we took it additionally when compared to raw materials, we are added one strategy group. What are the different strategies? Just of course, we had a word with the strategy. What is meaning by strategy? Of course, we didn't gone into the details of it. We need a bit more details.
Oh, he's busy right now. Yeah, but he's on a conference call. Yeah.
Chandra, can I continue?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going ahead. Availability check, yes, I made it the same availability check. And MRP4, here the exclusion methods, how my BOM has to be selected is either it can be selected by order quantity, selection by explosion date, selection by production version, selection only by production version. Of course, production version is nothing but a combination of BOM and routing. I need some more time. Just once we'll go to the production version, so then I will explain how the BOM has to be selected by production version and what is meant by production version.
Yeah.
Just I'm selecting the two. Chandra, give me just some time of the time. Why I selected the two? What is the significance of the two? I'll give me some more time.
Yeah.
And the discontinued parts, we understood what is the significance of this, but at this point of time, we are not going for discontinuation. To manufacturing, yes, we are not taking it up because it is a discrete scenario. Currently, we are following it up. Once we will come to the repeat manufacturing, yes, we will fill it up. What is the significance of this repeat manufacturing? The very significance of the next one is work scheduling. Yes, this is much important. Without this view, yes, our production activities will not get triggered. Yes, our production scheduling profile, it makes much more significant. This production scheduling profile in turn will have so many parameters. We are talking about the 1000 plan and we are talking about the production scheduling profile of 002, right? I'm going for 1000 plan and the production scheduling profile of 002. And in this production plan, in the plan, with this production scheduling profile, what are the parameters? These are the different parameters that are maintained. Just that 002 in turn is having, these are all the different settings that are maintained at the production scheduling profile level. While creating the order, what are the steps to be followed? Whether the automatic release has to take place, document linking has to take place, on release, what are the actions that to be take place, whether the material availability has to be taken or not, whether the automatic goods release has to take place or not, whether the capacity leveling has to take place or not. All these parameters you can set up at the production scheduling profile level. Chandra.
Yeah.
And one more significant point is, whenever I am creating a make to stock, what sort of production order has to create it. The moment I say it is a production order, then once again it has a lot of significance for this order type, how it has to react it, right?
Yeah.
So all those settings are maintained at the production scheduling profile. Of course, just we'll come to the details of production scheduling profile afterwards also. Just at the master data level, I am assigning this production scheduling profile, which has been defined in the configuration, right?
Yeah.
Right. And the rest of the parameters, of course, if you want, the other production scheduler also, actually, either you can maintain this same scheduling profile at the scheduler level also. That means, in the production scheduler, you can assign that particular production scheduling just from there, how these two are linked as. Sorry. We are talking about the scheduler, right, Chandra?
Yeah. Quick question.
Yeah.
This shop floor control is discrete, repetitive, and processing. All of them need, right?
Right, Chandra. Yes, sir. Actually, in the repetitive, you want to have specific for that repetitive. The same thing can be covered in it. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
You see this, you won't have any specific shop floor control here, right?
Oh yeah.
The same settings which are maintained at this level also is applicable for repetitive event, Chandra.
Okay.
Able to follow me?
Yeah.
I hope I made it clear to you.
Yeah, keep clear.
Yeah, that's right. Define scheduling parameters for the production order, scheduling margin key, scheduling margin key, yeah. And the master data is different production schedule. What basically why I came here is the scheduler will in turn have the scheduling profile basically.
Yeah.
The moment I say assign this particular scheduler, this scheduler is associated with this scheduling profile. That's the meaning of this.
Yeah.
Either I can select the scheduler. The moment I say scheduler, automatically the associated scheduling profile will also be assigned to this particular material master, right?
Yeah.
And the other is under delivery, over delivery tolerances if you want to maintain, or impose specific part size dependent or independent parameters you want to maintain. The important, very significant field is this one. And how we are going to set this, and what are the different parameters, of course, that defined in the configuration level.
Yeah.
Coming to the plant storage data one, not much, very specific. And accounting one, your valuation class, of course, you need to go for a specific valuation class for this material. This is basically finished product. I'm going for 7920, and finished products are generally maintained at the price control level as yes, standard price, and I'm giving the standard price of say 60 something like that. And accounting one, accounting two, not of much important. Costing one, costing in the costing one with the quantity structure because it is picked up in the master the configuration data. And currently my standard price, whichever I maintained of the standard price, of course we'll update this standard price in the costing. I need some more time.
Yeah.
Once we will have all the master data, then we'll run the cost estimate and we'll update the material master. So that how my costs are getting rolled up and how my master data is getting updated with my standard cost estimate. You can see that. Is that okay, Chandra?
Yeah.
So finally, we created three raw materials and one finished product. My finished product is equal to MAP PP4. My finished product is ready, and my raw materials are also ready. I created one more here. That is MAP PP2. These are the ROH and of course the created in the no issue. Okay. Now, so coming to the part production, master data, material master, material, create general. What we studied is MM01, what we studied is MM02, what we studied is MM03, right, Chandra?
That's correct.
MM01, how to create a material master, how to change the material master, how to display the material master. There are some specific transactions called as MM11, that is scheduled creation, scheduled change, scheduled display. Suppose in specific cases, if you want to create it at a particular scheduled date, generally we will go for this scheduled creation. But in general, 90% of our applications either it will be MM01 cases. Is that okay?
So like we create when schedule, what does that mean?
Scheduled in the sense, as soon as I create a material master, immediately that my master data is getting immediately with effect from now, right?
Yeah.
That is creating immediately on so and so date, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to know, even though I am preparing this data, but I want to be effective from, okay, next 1st January of 2013 onwards.
Oh, you mentioned start date.
Yes.
Okay.
Schedule to start, schedule to something like that. Is that okay?
Yeah.
But generally, mainly our, of course, it is, be aware of it, but general our usage will be MM01, MM02, MM03, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In addition to that, there is one, this is our, what we talked about is the create general transaction, right?
Yeah.
There is one more to create special transactions are also there. What are that? See, the difference between MM01 and MMR1 is, the moment I say MM01, the system will ask you what type of material that you are going to create, right?
Uh-huh.
Just I'll show you. Just a minute. The moment I click on MM01, system is asking what is the industrial sector and what is the material type, right?
Yeah.
The moment I say MMR1, system will directly take it as a raw material. It is creating a raw material. System is not asking you whether it is raw material or semi-finished or finished product. There is no material type as such, right?
Yeah. But this is better, right? Instead of giving third parameter?
Yes, you can. That means you can directly create a raw material.
Yeah.
Once you are aware of it, okay, raw material means rather than going for MM01 and then giving material, you can directly create MMR1.
Yeah.
You need not once again specifically mention whether it is a raw material or not. But there is one specific, this one is, it will go to the standard raw material type or something like that, Chandra. Even though it is a raw material, suppose I want to go, I have my own custom material type, then I prefer to go for MM01. Able to follow me what I am getting?
Yeah.
Yeah, even though I am creating a raw material, but there is a ZROH is there, ROH is there.
Yeah.
To follow me? ZROH is nothing but a custom defined raw material. That means I did some changes to the standard SAP.
Yeah.
In that cases, I prefer to select it manually. Okay, let me go for this particular ZROH. Yes, I am creating a raw material, but it is not exactly the standard SAP raw material. It is a custom defined raw material. Will you agree with this?
Yeah.
That's fine. So that is just why I came here is just to make you familiarize with the different transactions between the standard transactions and the create special transactions. That is why I came. Is that clear now?
Yeah, very clear.
Now I will go for MMGB1, then it will be a semi-finished product, MMF1, it will be a finished product, and so on and so forth.
Same thing, yeah.
Okay. Just be aware of course, it is not the case that every time and each and every time we are going for this one, but there is a chance, or if I will use it will behave like this. That is more important.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coming to the flag for deletion, suppose I want to set the deletion flag for a particular material. Yes, I can delete that particular material. I can set the deletion flag at the plant level, or at the material level, or at the valuation type level. For example, just I am taking it as a flag for deletion for this particular material type. Go ahead with the execution. Then the system is asking whether you want to maintain at which level, or otherwise just I know such that this material is there in the plant, and this material there are the storage location 005. I want to set the deletion flag for this one. Then the system is asking, do you want to set? If I set here, the entire it is blocked for all the levels. The moment set if I can set the entire levels, or I can set this material is there, but I want to block it only for this particular plant, then I will block it at this particular plant.
Okay.
Or I want to delete it, deletion flag, I can set it even at the storage location level.
Okay.
The same transaction, we are using the transaction code called as MM06. The same transaction will use it for revoking this deletion flag. Suppose, for example, I saved this, that means my material is flagged for deletion, right?
Yeah, first we used MM06, right?
Right, MM06, and the material is blocked for 005.
Yeah.
The same, I use it as the same transaction for revoking also. I can use the same transaction and then save it.
Oh, that's good.
06 will do either for setting or resetting the same flag.
Revoke flag.
Yeah, revoke flag also can be done by MM06, and setting the flag also can be done by MM06. There is no separate transaction for reset or set. It's the same transaction. Able to follow me, Chandra?
Yeah, I'm very clear.
Now what I set is I set at the material level. You see all the structures has been blocked, right?
Yeah.
1 second, Chandra. What I was explaining to you is I can block the flag, set the flag deletion at the plant level, or at the storage location level, or at the sales org level, or at the warehouse. Different levels I can set it. The moment I say for the entire material level, it is blocking for all, right?
Yeah.
I'll revoke it. Save it.
No, the things you are covering this one example.
Yeah.
Like these are very useful, and normally people don't get this idea. I hear this in meetings, big meetings. Or do we need to write a program to kind of business people will ask all these questions.
Right.
Instant answer. They love this. Even I am not aware of this.
Yeah, but you are sound in many aspects that Danny told you.
Yeah.
I'm curious to be with you, but I'm not sure how far I justify with you. But let us see. That's a good for me also.
Yeah.
It's a good lesson.
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong learning. If I don't know, I can say. But
Yeah.
I don't know, sir. Please teach me. Did I make it clear to you, Chandra, as of now?
Very clear.
Yeah. Thus, so that is what the concept of our flag for deletion. And if I want to set the flag, I can set the flag at the plant level or the storage location level. If I set the flag at the material level, it will be flagged for an entire organization levels that it is 40 point.
Yeah.
And similarly for scheduled flag and display, we checked it up. And mass maintenance. Chandra, you remember you asked me one question during the last class that suppose I want to do a mass material, thousands of materials, I want to change a particular field.
Update. Yeah. I asked
Update,
you.
yes.
Yeah.
Then I will use for this particular transaction code called as mass maintenance.
Okay.
Which field, and of course, just give me some time, I will take it up on a specific example with mass maintenance so that it will make you more clear on that.
Yeah.
Okay, but as of now, just suppose generally when I want to update a specific field for huge materials or huge mass materials, then I will go for the transaction code called as mass maintenance.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
And change of the material type, what is meant by change of the material type is, we discussed in the theory such that is there any possibility for me to change one material type to another material type. The thing is, for example, I created a material called as MMPP1, sorry, MAT PP1 with a raw material type ROH. Can I make it as a semi-finished product?
Like once you have transactions, you cannot, right?
Yes, Chandra. That is answer for that one is, so the very first possibility is, it is not no, it is yes, provided there are certain conditions. The condition number one is, suppose there is no stock, there is no open purchase documents or no open items are there, the very well system will allow me. As of now, I created these materials, our materials are just we created. We don't have any open transactions, nothing is there, right?
We can do this for this. Yeah.
Yes. Let us take it up one material, just to be aware of it, nothing else. I am taking this MAT PP1, right? Currently, I know such that this is the raw material type, but I want to change it to my semi-finished product. Say.
Yeah.
My semi-finished product is nothing but a hall, right? All. This is my hall, right? Originally, I created as a raw material. Now, what I am saying to the system is, no, it is not a raw material. You please convert it to the semi-finished product. That's what I am saying, right?
Yeah.
Or by any chance, the end user came to me such that, see, I created this material as a raw material, but it is not raw material, or the vice versa. I created as a semi-finished product, but it is not a semi-finished product. I want to convert it to raw material. Is it possible or not? The first question is yes, it is possible, provided there are certain conditions.
Yeah.
The first condition what we are taking is there is no stock, no open items, nothing is there. Just we created the material. Yes, there is a quite good chances, and it is very well can be managed. Let us see run this material type. You are changing. System is giving you preempting you information so that you might be changing the material type from raw material to a semi-finished product. Yes, right? Yeah, I am saying yes, I know that. Please go ahead. The moment I say go ahead, the system is saying so that for your raw material type, the valuation class is different, whereas for your new finished product, the valuation class is this one. Can I go ahead with this valuation class? Yes, go ahead with the valuation. So material type has been changed now, right?
Yeah.
If I go to and see that what is MM03, my MAT PP1, even though I created as a raw material, but now it has been changed to a semi-finished product, right?
Yeah.
How can I say this? This is my semi-finished product, right?
Yeah.
Is it clear to you, Chandra?
Yeah.
And I'm reverting back once again. Yes, I can do that. Slash N. Once again, I have to go for MMAM. Now new material type, once again I want to go back to ROH.
Yeah.
My ROH is standard. I want to go ahead with this. System is again saying such that you are changing from semi-finished product to raw material. Yes, go ahead. Again it is saying such that your valuation class is equal to this one. Yes, go ahead. Now once again material type has been changed. Now see once again whether this material type is changed or not. This is not raw material, right, Chandra?
Yeah, yeah.
Clear? The other condition is, yes, okay, I have the stocks. Is it possible for me to convert it to that stocks? Yes, provided once again, if the same quantities and the same values are getting transferred from one material type to another material type, Chandra. As of now, I don't have the stock. Okay, this is very plain picture, so that okay, I changed it. System has been accepted. Yes, no problem. That we are clear. We tested that one, right?
Yeah.
Suppose, for example, yeah, the scenario is I created, but I have a small quantity of the stock, say 100 pieces. I have the stock. Yes, I can take it at the same, but provided my quantities of the finished next product also will have the same number, should have the same number and should have the same value. Then the system will allow us. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That is the different condition that need to be kept in mind whenever you are transferring the material type from one material type to another material type. Is that okay, Chandra?
Yeah.
Now, okay, we did so many changes for this particular material, right? We changed this raw material to this, and I want to see what are all the changes that were going to happen for this particular material. Or you are analyzing into some issue, but you don't know what are the master data that have been changed for this particular material type. How can I see that? Any idea, Chandra?
Audit. Check audits.
Sorry?
Auditing. Audit trial.
No, just you can say in the master data itself you can see that, Chandra. There is options of that.
Okay.
Go to environment, display changes. Just see that what are all the changes that will. This will come into more significant when you are analyzing particular issue. Yeah, this master data has been whether changes has been happened or not, who has been changed, when it has been changed, what are the changes has been happened, that you can see it, etc.
Okay.
See, it is saying such that on this date there are some changes has been happened. What is this change? You can look into this particular. The change is old material type was all, you changed it to new material type, changed by so and so user, changed it on so and so date by so and so time.
Yeah.
So that you can analyze that particular issue more deeper, right?
Yeah.
Before that, what was there? Before also there was one change happened. What is that change has been happened? Before that, here it was ROH, then changed it to the hall by so and so user, by so and so date, by so and so time.
Yeah.
Like that, you can track the changes that were happened to the material master at any given point of a time.
Yeah.
These are all the changes that we did, right?
Yeah.
Is it clear to you, Chandra?
Yeah.
There is one more, of course, what we are checking these changes is we are looking these changes in the transaction MM03.
Yeah.
We are in the transaction, there also there is an option for me to see the changes that were happened for this particular material, right?
Yeah.
Of course, there is a one direct transaction is also there, MM04, display changes for particular material. Of course, both are the same. Just to be aware of the different transactions, I am just showing it to you. Nothing else. It's nothing great. This is what we have seen in MM03 also.
Yeah.
For the same thing, I can track it with MM04 also. I want to specifically see it at different levels. I can set the levels and then see that. It's not an issue. This one, just give me. So that is what our MM04 display changes also we have been looking into. This is what the power. MM01, MM02, MM03, MM03. Then display changes. Yes, this display changes is nothing but your MRP04. This is what we see in Chandra. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And of course, there are one more transaction called as MM60. I want the list of the materials in the plant. Yes, I can see this list of the materials against the. This is what we studied during the theory part of it, right? I want to see the material list. From which number to which number, or in which plant you want to see, for which material type you want to see, for which procedure you can see that. The same thing, exactly. I want to see the list of the material. In the plant 1000, which are all the raw materials created by, say, I want to take it up raw materials. I want to see the created by so-and-so user. Yes, you can see that so-and-so user also. The input parameters what I am giving is in the plant 1000, I want to see the list of raw materials. I want to see the raw materials created by so-and-so user. This is the list, Chandra.
Oh.
Of course, this you can modify the list, or you can change the list. You can download the list. Any idea on this change layout and transferring it from the Excel to SAP to the Excel file or something like that, Chandra?
No.
No issues. We'll take it up. It's not an issue.
Yeah.
Another.
Yeah. Like basic reports.
Yeah, basic report. This is the SAP report, right?
Yeah.
Suppose, okay, this SAP reports, I want to make it into my local file, I want to do some changes, or I want to concatenate it to different files or something like that. Yes, I can do that.
Okay.
I'll do one thing. Just quickly, I'll download this one, Chandra. I'll take it up, of course, to the reports part. Give me some more time. Just see how we came to that.
Yeah.
For taking up the reports, this is the function. Local file. That means this is the SAP report. This is the SAP. Before changing it, if you want to change the layout also, you can change the layout. Give me some time, I'll take it up that one. First,
Yeah.
This one. Okay, this is the SAP report. This SAP report, I want to save it into my local file. Okay. Which file, which type of a file? If it is Excel file, just you want to make it a spreadsheet. And at which place you want to store it. So I want to store it in my desktop. And say the name of this one is equal to map list, right? Material list, PP material list. Simple, it's not something great. Just one time if you look into that, then it's much more simple. Say, generate. This many number of bytes has been transferred. That means this SAP total entire SAP data has been transferred to my Excel file.
Oh.
It is there in my desktop.
Yeah.
So my desktop is full of it from different files. I don't know which file is. It was not organized.
A question here.
Yeah.
So like uploading also. Uploading. Yes. What tool we use? LSMW, right?
Yes, LSMW.
Okay.
For uploading the data, what we will do is the reverse way, Chandra. What we did is we downloaded the SAP data into the Excel file, right? For uploading, what we will do is we will upload from the Excel data to the SAP.
Is that simple or?
No. LSMW is a bit more steps are there, Chandra. We need to follow the. There are around 60, if I'm not wrong, 16 something like that steps are there. I didn't remember that from the first.
Is it the only tool or we have any other tools to uploading?
It's not the case, Chandra. LSMW has, even it has some limitations. There are other tools like BDC, batch data communications, so that there you can upload the data.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
This is how to convert the R to download the data from SAP to Excel. As you rightly told, uploading of the data from local file to the SAP is also possible. It is one of the, of course, easiest tool is the for master data is LSMW.
Yeah. There is no other transaction code within SAP, right? Other than LSMW?
That is, BDC is another option. That is batch data communication. Of course, we need a bit of this adaptable there in that case.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
Did I made it clear to you now?
Yeah, I'm very clear.
This is how to convert the data from SAP to local file.
Yeah.
And this is how the different levels we can take it to the report. Is that okay, Chandra?
Yeah, clear, very clear.
Can I stop for the today's session after?
Yeah, I will spend at least 2-3 hours. I'll go through these again today, and tomorrow we'll spend more time.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Chandra.